Hi everyone, welcome back to today's video, and I hope everyone's really great, and I'm super excited to be here today. I'm going to be sharing with you my year favorites for the end of 2018. Can you believe it? This year flew by for me personally. So, and a side note, wanted to just let everybody know that I recognize my weakness for technology in some areas, and the making video world is not easy for me on the technology side. So, I partnered with a very smart, a very capable, beautiful girl, young lady who knows way more than I do about editing and making everything look professional. And so I hope you guys like the video. She'll be getting up here shortly. It's just a holiday look, and it will be looking completely different than the videos that I muster through on my own. So let's get started because I've got a bunch of products in front of me to go over for this year. And I've got clean, I've got not so clean. So let's start with clean, because where would we be without good quality clean products? Osmosis. This is the top, top, top. I mean, I've tried other clean foundations, they don't stay on. I've tried other clean powders, they don't stay on. Osmosis pressed, mineral press base foundation powder. I set my makeup with this every single day, every single morning for work. If I'm coming back home and I'm getting kind of ready again to go out in the evening, I'm putting this powder on my face because it will freshen up any look. It will magically transform your entire face. And I know that's a lot. I know I'm putting a lot, but you can trust me that this product is top, and it doesn't have anything in it that's bad for you. And their satin wear foundation is absolutely amazing. This is my daily, pretty much my daily foundation. I wear every day to work, and I love their CC cream as well. It kind of comes out kind of in a weird whitish, kind of speckly consistency. It's more like a cream, and I use a foundation brush with it, and I basically the same routine, tap tap tap. This will change tinting to match your own skin. So if Osmosis makes it, and I get all my products from premierlook.com, they make a heck of a lot more than what I have to show you, but I know without a doubt that the performance of all their makeup is amazing, and Osmosis leads the way, in my opinion, for base makeup. This stuff is good. It's clean. It's healthy for you. It also protects you from the sun. I don't wear tons of, I don't slather my face every single day with like sunscreens because my mineral makeup is filtering out what I need to have happen on the daily. So I don't worry about adding anything else to my routine. So, not clean foundation. It is still the same thing. I talked about it on my channel many, many, many times. That's Too Faced Born This Way foundation and concealer, both mature women, a great choice for mature women as far as I'm concerned. No, it's not a clean product. It's not the worst product out there as far as what's inside of it. It's definitely not an Osmosis type product, but it performs well when I want to go out, when I'm really wanting the most perfect, flawless finish. These two guys are my go-to, and they have been for most of the year. So those are my choices for foundation. And of course, I still am using Osmosis Concealer. This one is in the color Silk. It has moisture stick because remember, there is no moisture under your eye. And then I tap, 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 and I use my sponge, blend it in. It is rides there very well all day long, willing or cracking. Also, a recent discovery for me, Huda Beauty concealer. I told you guys in the video that she will get uploaded for you that this is like the holy grail. If you're in a hurry, you could just tap this concealer on like spots of your face that you're wanting to basically conceal. Tap it out, use the foundation brush, tap it out, grab your Osmos powder, a large powder brush, powder all over your face. You could just use this and walk out the door with some powder on top. That's how amazing this stuff is. It's worth every penny. It is not a completely clean product, but I use it without hesitation because what's on underneath of my concealer is protecting me even when I'm choosing to use something that is not 100% clean. So, moving on. Let's go into my best product of the year. I haven't owned this all year, but I wish I had. I wish I had bought it sooner. It's my Face Master Face Toning System. Like I said before, guys, there's similar products at Sephora for face toning, electrical, options. They are all pretty pricey. I can't say that this guy is $300 something. I got it on sale. You have to work your face out. You have to, especially as you age, because we're loosening. I say again, was there a book given to me of what was going to happen to me as I'm aging? No one handed me a book, and no one said, oh, your chin's going to fall off, your neck's going to do this, your face is going to drop low from up here, you're going to get weird V lines in your forehead, you're going to get strange lines here, your lips are going to turn under because your whole face is kind of falling down your face. No one ever kind of said that stuff. I would have liked to have had the heads up. So let's get a heads up together. The future is in your 50s. You're fighting gravity, you're fighting time, and I use my Face Master religiously here, 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 here. When I'm wanting, I use it every single day. Okay, every other day, because you have to have the time to sit and do it. It's 15 minutes, 3 minutes, and then a 12-minute cycle. It is amazing. I'm working my face muscles out just like I'm working my muscles out when I'm lifting my weights. And I lift weights on the regular. Even if I'm just sitting at my house lifting hand weights, arm weights, I'm still lifting my weights because it's so important. Musculature health as we age becomes one of the prime issues you should focus on. So, moving on. Brushes, because I see them sitting here in front of me. I can't say enough how important brushes are for your makeup application. And you need all kinds of brushes. You need foundation brushes. You need blending brushes. You need smaller blending brushes. You need packing brushes, which are these guys, flat. So you're packing on. You need smudger brushes. You need eyebrow brushes. You need all kinds of sizes because, believe it or not, they're all doing something different for you. And once you kind of learn the jam of what kind of brush does what, then you really understand that you need a variety of brushes to help your makeup be as smooth and put on the best to your ability. I still highly recommend. I bought her first, Jaclyn Hill's first brush kit. It was about $150. And then when she came out with a brush kit with Morphe that she actually designed quite a few of the brushes in here herself, I knew I had to kind of save my pennies and get this brush kit. And it has really stepped up my game. Can't even tell you how much this bronzer brush, which does resemble the Tom Ford brush, which I know from watching her videos, she loves the Tom Ford bronzer brush. Who doesn't? But it's like $125 just for that one bronzer brush. And maybe someday I will get it. But for now, I'll take this guy because it performs so well. It is amazing. It doesn't shed. It doesn't lose its shape. It fits right in the spots on your face that you need it to fit in. Bronzing is so important for a mature face. I cannot stress that enough. You don't want to be one color from here. And look, you see what it kind of instantly does? It takes my neck sag, it looks like it's back further now because now I've put some color bronzer under my chin, which in the appearance of front on makes your sag look like it's less of a sag. Bronzing, once you get to know your face shape, will help you highlight or bring down or reshape parts of your face. I cannot recommend this brush set enough. This is Jaclyn Hill brush set. You can buy every single brush in here separately on the Morphe website. Jaclyn Hill brush set, and it comes with this box. I recommend this box for travel because your brush tips do not get smashed, so it makes your brushes travel well. So when I go to horse shows, I just pop that box together and I hit the road. And otherwise it lays open on my countertop in my bathroom, and it just has all my brushes in there every single day. So I cannot stress enough how many brushes I actually do use out of that box. I basically use 90% of the brushes in this box, and the other 10% are duplicates. So in case I mess up a brush or like the brush wears out, actually I've never had a brush wear out, but I do on my most important brushes. I always keep a backup just in case. So Jaclyn Hill, let's stay with her because she is young and beautiful and perfect. As far as makeup goes, I'm not just talking personally, just professionally in makeup. I bought her first palette with Morphe. This money on these palettes are so well spent. And you can't find a better quality eyeshadow. I love Morphe eyeshadows, and I know, yes, you can see my palette is very well loved. But I know other people don't like Morphe shadows, but I have a very picky high standard for eyeshadow. If it cracks or moves around or falls down my face like during the day, or I get home and you can't see it, then I'm not going to recommend it because it's not worth the money. I believe these $35 spent on this palette this past year was very well spent, and I use this palette all the time. And when she came out with the Vault, I bought it. You can buy all of these palettes individually. I believe they're like $15 a piece. This is endless looks of the vault. Endless. There's so many options in here. Winter, summer, spring, work. I just can't. Her eye for color and blending colors and making colors. I mean, when you watch her videos, she's so amazing. And I believe recognizing people for their talent is a good thing. She sounds like she's Sherman Williams, you know, and that is a compliment because I can't explain colors as well as she does. She can look at a brown and tell you, oh, that has a titch of purple undertone and this undertone, this undertone. That's why it's this kind of brown. I mean, she can pinpoint every color's background to the T. She's an amazing woman when it comes to colors. And the vault, in my opinion, was worth every single penny. These eyeshadows will last forever. Absolutely forever. The vault, Jaclyn Hill, is on Morphe. So let's stay with famous kind of people on YouTube and they make their own makeup. So let's move on, shall we? Because I have another person that I just love her makeup and eyeshadow per se, and that's Laura Lee of Los Angeles. The first palette I bought from her was Nudie Patootie, although her first palette that came out, and you would think, oh, it's staring me right in the face. Her first palette was Cat's Pajamas. I bought Nudie first and did not buy this. When she showed it on camera, I thought, do I need it? I don't think so. I have other nude type warm palettes. But when she launched Nudie Patootie, I was like, I've got to try this palette. I need to try her makeup. So I ordered it, and of course it came to the house. And you can get a lot done with this palette. It's got one really chunky mattes and shimmers. You could wear this for any occasion. And it is an amazing product, and the formulation of the eyeshadow impressed me so much that I did go back later, months later, and order Cat's Pajamas. I don't like cats, but Laura Lee loves cats. So I believe that's why she probably named her first palette Cat's Pajamas. And these are shimmers, warm tones, and these are purple tones and a black. You can do a lot with this palette. I use it quite often. It's a great product. And then recently, I haven't had this all year, I ordered her Boss Babe palette. It's very small. It was like $18, I believe. I wanted to try it because of the tones in the palette. These are my jam, everyday go-to, and if I wanted to come home and pump up with this type of, it's so hard to see because of my lighting. Yay, lighting. You know me and lighting. It's just like, you can see the sheen on my hand from that palette. This eyeshadow right here is called Hustler. And it is gorgeous. You could go to work like this and come home and throw this on and go out the door, slap on some new lipstick, you're good to go. And this palette was not disappointing. I wear this quite often since I purchased it. Laura Lee of Los Angeles, they have their own website. I order right from her website. I made an account. It's easy, professional. It's a beautiful website, very well maintained, much like the Morphe website. And while we're on Morphe, I would say there are sponges. Um, Basically, any Morphe sponge, I believe, is very well money well spent because a real beauty blenders are $20 a piece. You can go on Morphe website and get a beauty sponge for $7.95, I believe, and I absolutely adore their sponges. They're soft. They're very workable. It's not like pouncing a stone off your face like some sponges are. So I highly sponges. And so now we're going to move on to liners. And I won't show you all the colors, but I highly recommend the Marc Jacobs gel liners. I wear them in my waterline. I wear them up here in my waterline. I, underline my, as I can't even think of the word, I underline my lash line up here in the waterline. It makes your look totally different. And I can show that to you because it's not done yet. This is Marc Jacobs gel liner in the color. I'm not for sure. It's brown, but of course I can't see it in this lighting. It says brown gel liner. So watch as I transform my eye just from tight lining my top lash line. And it does feel strange when you first do it. Look at the difference between this eye and this eye. I love the tight line, underline, tight line, whatever you want to call it. The lash line. I just think it looks so nice. It really transforms and seats the lashes. I do have on lashes today because I know I don't wear lashes that much for you guys. I mean, in my life, I wear lashes tons, but then I don't come on the video with lashes. So today I'm wearing Kiss lashes in Flirty. I absolutely love them. They're very wispy. They're nice for hooded eyes. And I just think that when you wear a really kind of wispy separated lash, when you have hooded eye, it is, you can pull it off. Otherwise, I like to wear just the outer heavy lash so I can have a lash but still you can see my eye. Okay, moving on. BH Cosmetics. I really ended up loving these two things that are ordered from BH Cosmetics. Desert Oasis. This palette, super nice. You can use this all over your face, make an eye look. You could pack just this one thing into your suitcase and have everything that you needed to entire face look. And that's what I'm talking about. And I did get the Zodiac palette. And I adore this. The shadows perform extremely well. The highlighter in the middle is extremely pigmented. It really just finishes off see what I mean? Any kind of look that you want to do. The same goes for this guy. You could throw this in your suitcase. It's made well. It's very sturdy. And just have everything you need for your look. The only thing you might want to add to it is bronzer. Pack of bronzer. And of course, would it be year end without Hourglass? It wouldn't, not at least not from my videos. I absolutely adore Hourglass. I own a ton of it because you can't go wrong with anything they make. I mean, if I had it my way, I would own everything that they make. Everything. And I would use it. Like, use it. This was my last year's purchase. I'm still using it. This was my holiday purchase from Hourglass. I use both of their bronzers. This is Diffuse Bronze Light. I've hit pan. It's very well loved. This one is Bronze Peach Tone. This for mature faces is the to die for. I use their blushes. They're gorgeous on the skin. They are the very best company. This is Euphoric Fusion. I use this one every single day to set down my face with, meaning when I say set down, I set down my makeup with my Osmosis powder. And then I'm adding my blush. And I go heavy with the blush. And then I diffuse everything out with this particular Hourglass powder. This is Luminous Light, and this is Life in a little container. I will not go anywhere without this. I don't travel without it. I don't go to a horse show without it. I don't go to work without putting this on my face. I'm using a big fluffy brush, a big Morphe brush, and I'm putting it all over my face because I'm making sure my bronzers are smoothed out and I don't have any lines anywhere, and I do it all with this guy. It makes everything look absolutely seamless. As you can see, I'm wearing it right now. You can see where my blush starts and my bronzer starts or ends, and that's exactly the way I want it. Hourglass, the best. They make the best stick foundation. I just don't happen to have it because I'm trying to stay cleaner with my foundation. So I have all of, well, not all, I have 3 of the Anastasia palettes. I love these for all different reasons. Purple toned, Sultry is a cool tone palette. I love their formulas, her formula. I think it is a great company that's putting out great eyeshadow. A mature skin, I believe, in my opinion, takes a great quality powder or eyeshadow. And if it fails, it fails. But Anastasia is a winner in my book for any year. Too Faced, I love this whole lot of this year. My Too Faced Natural Face Palette. This guy's beat up, well loved, but the packaging, you could toss this across the room and I'm sure the product would be fine. I use every single thing in this palette. Nothing goes to waste. It just depends on mood. Do I want a bright pink color? Do I want a deep, blush color? Do I want this bronzer or that bronzer? Do I want that highlighter or that highlighter? It all depends on my mood, but I absolutely love Too Faced products. I love my Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. I use it all the time. Sorry for the blinding light. These shadows for a mature face are formulated to die for. I bought the gingerbread palette, as we talked about before. I absolutely love it. It's their holiday palette, Too Faced's holiday palette this year, and I use it on the regular. I highly recommend Too Faced, and I hear that their powders are pretty good. Speaking of powder, I want to say that this Hourglass, surprising, translucent veil powder is very good for setting my under eye. It doesn't take a lot. I mean, you just open her up, dip your sponge in. It has like a cover in here. It's kind of like a stiff mesh. It's one piece that the powder all just can't come out. And this, you can set your under eye with it, and getting swatches everywhere and eyeshadow everywhere. It is a great powder. It's a great recommendation if you're looking for a good setting. For under eye, I do not set my under eye with my Osmosis powder. I only use Hourglass Translucent Veil powder. And but if I'm going to switch powders, Tarte, this is a Park Avenue Princess palette. I can or do set my under eye with this particular 2 powders here. In this palette, they've had this a long time. The palette works great. It's a little light on these 2 guys, but towards the end you can definitely use these colors for not bronzing, but I'm going to tap in ever so lightly for a little contour. When you contour, you just want to be super careful to go in with an extremely light hand. As you see, as it transforms my face, and it's so freaky when you do it on camera because it's like in, out, out, in. It's freaky. So, very light hand. You want a small enough brush to fit right under that cheekbone. And you just want to kind of carve your cheekbone out. Carve it out. Carve it out. Carve it out. So, then you just want to move in circles to make sure everything is super blended and you don't have any harsh lines. I don't contour every single day. It's an extra step in my morning routine. As long as my bronzer's on, I'm good to go without the contour. Some people may feel differently about that. Or a lot of people may feel differently about that. But I'm okay without contouring. I definitely contour when I'm going out or when I just kind of want to step game. Blushes, I always recommend Kylie Cosmetics. I have a lot of her blushes. They are amazing blushes. This one's Barely Legal. I absolutely adore it. It kind of depends on your mood. What kind of, do you want a peach tone blush? Do you want a pinky tone blush? It all just kind of depends on your day and what you're going for on tone. A drugstore choice for blush is L'Oreal Paradise. This is Enhanced Peach. I absolutely love this blush. It has a bit of a sheen to it, which for me is exactly where I want to be for my mature face. I do own quite a bit of Huda Beauty, so I know it's like eyeshadow, eyeshadow, eyeshadow. But where would I be if I didn't let you guys know that there's so many good options for mature faces? As far as eyeshadow is concerned, I own Huda Beauty Desert Dusk, and I love the tones in here. It's very well loved. It's completely beat up. And I also own the Rose Gold Remastered palette. This one's also very well loved, very well beat up. Tones you can use for any kind of occasion. And I also bought the Morphe blush palette. It is a great palette to have for blush options. I wear this Veep Provocative, it's called, right here on the end. I know on camera it's like, God, Trish, you wear that deep tone blush. Yes, you would be amazed how beautiful on a fair skin. I believe Provocative, the darkest color in here, would look good on any skin tone, any color of skin tone. And I'm extremely fair, but I think on a deep skin tone it would be absolutely gorgeous. And I've gotten to where I'm putting all my blushes on with this specific brush designed by Jaclyn Hill, and it's a real hair brush. And for blush, I believe it's making the difference of laying down my blush extremely well. This is the Jaclyn Hill, looks like OG. So, okay, we're in the home stretch. We're almost done. Lips. I went crazy, not crazy, but semi-crazy with the ColourPop lip order. I wanted to kind of really broaden my horizons, per se. So I ordered a few ColourPops. I've really been trying them. I have not had them all year. This is what I'm wearing, this lip combo right now. I'm kind of stuck on. This is 951. This is the color 951. I don't know why it's named that. And It is an ultra satin lip, and then I put the gloss on top of Moonchild. This Moonchild gloss is absolutely amazing, and ColourPop's website has the most choices and color range, and price point is amazing. You can buy so much ColourPop for $50. Say you had $50 to spend on some as many products as you could get. Well, ColourPop, you could get a ton of stuff off their website. This is one of their palettes. You know, a lot of their makeup is a collaboration with tubers, and you know, some tones I like, some I don't. I saw this and loved it. I've been wearing it. That's what's on my eye. I'm also wearing this very deep blue green tone called Serena. This one right here under my eye and as my liner on top. I thought it was a different change, pop of color, kind of turned my hazel eyes like a little green. You know, when you buy little palettes like this, just experiment with the pops of color. Do you like it? Just tap them on. See how you look in the mirror. This palette, Selvage, I'm sure I am butchering the name, and I'm sorry. This palette right here from ColourPop on their website is amazing. Every single tone in here is my jam, and I have been loving this palette. And as far as lip goes, and I won't get them all out, the Huda Beauty matte liquid lips, I have been liking. They do dry down very tightly, and I always add a gloss. It is not a clean product, but it looks good. And I have ordered the Laura Lee from her website, her liquid lips. They dry down very well, they wear well, and I've been really enjoying them this year. I ordered her Christmas color, Kissmas, and it's a beautiful red. It's a liquid lip. I always put a gloss on top because I think that mature faces have a much harder time wearing matte down liquid lips. I think it looks very good on 20-year-olds and probably 30-year-olds, but on a 50-year-old, when my lips are like, it just like accentuates everything I don't want accentuated at my age. So that's it, and I hope you guys like the year favorites. If you have any questions or any suggestions that you didn't hear, tag me below, ring the notification bell so you get notified when I upload videos, subscribe to my channel. That would be great. It lets me know that you guys like everything I'm doing, and I will get back to the more health medical based videos here after the holidays. And you know what I will be wearing for the holidays. How could I go into the new year without taking with me the Amazing highlighter from Anastasia? You can put it on your eye, under your brow bones, in your inner corner, all over your face. You could bathe in this, and it is perfection. So, I love you guys very much, and I will see you on the next video.